G'day everybody. Well, I'm in a part of Australia that I really love, and that's the top end, up in the Gulf. Now, I got invited up here probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I never got the chance to get here, and that's Inverleigh Station. Now, getting here, I've got to meet some great people, and we've had an absolute ball of a time while I've been here. But I've got Billy and Taz with me tonight, just to have a bit of a chat, how they've come to being on a station from the city side of things. So guys, tell me, whoever wants to go first, how did this happen for you guys?
Well, how long you got?
Well, we've got plenty of time.
Mate, well, yeah, well, obviously from New South Wales area, just in the suburban area.
Yeah.
And pretty much just looking at people and just, you know, seeing how people are living life. And Taz was doing a bit of disability work, and I was working in an underground coal mine. We're just going to the same place every day, and I thought there's got to be, you know, more to life, you know, especially before we have kids. So another mate I got, Prancy, he said, why don't you come up and, you know, see the top end, because he's done it all, you know, and worked as a ringer and worked on stations, and said, why don't you come up for a holiday, bring your hunting dogs, and it's everything you love. I know you will love it, but you've never done it. So I said to Taz, yeah, righto, we'll go for a holiday. Anyway, it was amazing. We come here for our holiday. And
So you didn't go straight to working on a station, you come here for a holiday?
No, we come for a holiday, yeah. And this is the place we come to. And
finish the holiday here.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of...
Yeah, and it was just amazing, mate. It was everything I love, and she loved it. And actually the manager, the owner and manager, he said, he didn't say it to me, he said it to Taz, he said, I'll give you a job any day. You know,
that right,
anytime you want a job, you can have a job.
Yeah.
And it just happened that, you know, 12 months later or whatever, I got made redundant from work. You know, the pit shut down, the coal mine I was working in got shut down, and I got paid out. And I said to Taz, this is our out here. I said, we'll put that house on, you know, we'll rent it out and let's go.
Yeah.
So we did it, mate, and we went to Mataranka first, the station over there, and we were working on a cattle station there did the season there last year, and then Darren come seeing us and said, do you want to caretake our station over the wet season and work on through the next year? So we come over here, mate, and that's how it all started.
Yeah, right.
Now I just got to try wheel my way into keeping her here. And
So how is it for you then, Taz?
No, it's great. Oh, look, we're both very similar in the ways that we...
she loves a good adventure.
Yeah, love a good adventure. Love a good beer at the end of the day, especially when you've been working in the yard and stuff. My God, you can guzzle the first one, and yeah, it just goes down very well. But yeah, I suppose it comes down, I don't know, us women, we tend to be a little bit more sentimental in regard to...
They like getting their hair done, they like getting their nails done. You're not getting it done in Norman.
Next season, my regrowth was, Chris found out that I was actually a brunette.
Yeah,
I never knew. I've been with her for years.
Yep. So, but it's not just that. Like, God, I can go without that stuff for a fair while and stuff like that. That doesn't bother me. It's just, I suppose when you're doing this lifestyle, you do definitely take the things that you've got just down the road for granted. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's just simple things.
You can't go get your nails done. You can't get your hair done.
No.
You can't even, In the wet season, mate, we couldn't get out the driveway, so you can't drive to the hospital when you're crook.
So just say you're in the wet season here. How long are you stuck in, isolated here, sort of thing?
Well, we were months, eh? I can't remember exactly, but the front gate here, the grid, the river was up to the grid, so we couldn't get off this little red ridge here for, I think it was like 8 weeks or something.
Right.
But after that, we couldn't get to Normanton. When we needed groceries, we were in a desperate need of beer. I think it was the first thing.
Yeah.
But we went
Priorities.
to Cloncurry because the Flinders River was up that high. The first stop we could get to was Cloncurry, and we were forward driving up that McAllister Road. And
Right.
it was like,
Yeah, okay.
But it does get tricky, but it's
Interesting.
if you do get in trouble, there's always choppers around. You can get what you need.
So I've seen.
Yeah.
So I've seen.
And there's an airstrip here. We always kept that nice and tidy in case we need to get rescued and stuff like that. But other than that, mate, it was it's
right.
unbelievable. And this, like you've seen it now, it's it's dry, everything's brown and that. But in the wet season, mate, this joint is absolutely amazing. It just comes to life, like with everything's
Yeah.
green and we mow, but well, Taz.
Oh, it'd take me half a day because I'd, you know, even though no one's coming in because they can't get it, and I'm like, oh well, you know,
You've
it's
got to
just
keep
nice
the grass down, yeah, and
that's
it's just-
and you know, do out the front here in the driveway to the left there with all the trailers, all there, all around the yards, bloody all the homestead, everything.
Yeah,
It looks
there's a lot of
bloody
mowing to do, and
really good.
there is a lot of work, but you get up and it's
Oh, it's an endless job.
Yeah.
With work side of things.
That's it.
But back to the Northern Territory where you went first.
Yep.
So what was it you took on in a job role there, both of you, each of you?
Well, it was just a privately owned station, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And so there was, I think it was about the same size as this joint, but it was a lot different. Yeah, there was no helicopters and that. It was all horseback. Taz was unreal on a horse, and then it was all
Horse dogs.
But we were just doing the same things we're doing here, pretty much.
Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
that was your first time into it.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
So getting to understand it, you know, like there's so many things like I've visioned and seen since I've been here, you know,
Yeah.
like it's a boiling hot morning, it's a boiling hot afternoon, but you still sit around the fire
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it
You
keeps-
think
it keeps the
they're
bugs
crazy,
away.
but you cannot beat it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I love it. I love it. It's just that, you know, I thought I was the only nutcase, but anyway,
Yeah.
I see that all of them are up here.
Yeah.
So
no,
No, but we were just doing a bit of everything. Mate. It was just pretty much from Mataranka to Catherine. It bordered Mataranka, the township.
Yep.
And it was each side of the highway for about 40 k's up.
yeah.
And that's where we got our in to cattle work station life, and that's where
it's
we
a bit
just
more of
loved
an
it.
idea and
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
just no.
But your
Yeah.
thought process, was it to go and work on a station and then be mustering, or was it?
yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know if we thought too much about it or what.
No, we kind of
Just-
once we finished up
Yeah.
there, and again, obviously we were able to experience, you know, the yard work plus the mustering side of things and everything like that. When we got home, and like as Chris mentioned earlier, we kind of, you know, got back into doing our normal thing and everything. We're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, like we absolutely loved it up there. Like, why not give it a red hot crack and we'll just put our feelers out, see how we go. If we don't like it, we bloody come back home. If we love it, which obviously we've continued on and made it over to the Queensland, which I love good old Queensland. But yeah, it's you're constantly learning things, like different things every single day. You're faced with challenges,
Yeah.
whether it be around cattle or whether it be when cattle work isn't on, you're just doing maintenance around the station, you know.
Yep.
Daz was out there the other day, and she was out in the middle of the paddock, out in the middle of nowhere, 40k from the homestead, and the wheel fell off a car.
Yeah.
and just things like that. Yeah. When we were back at home, the wheel fell off a car on the side of the highway. She wouldn't know what to do. A stranger will stop, but no, you got to fend for yourself and
Sort it
stay
out.
calm and wait till you get help. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And that was one of my main
Yeah.
things, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, again, the lifestyle and cattle work and things like that, but I must admit, one of my main, like, you know, I was looking forward to just be more independent as a woman because, you know, obviously when you've got a partner, when something goes wrong, it's kind of like, oh, you know, Chris, you know, blah, 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 and but now, you know, there's a lot of things where if I'm in a crap situation,
Yeah.
I've got the confidence. I'm like, right, well, I need to do this, and, you know, that kind of stuff. So I absolutely love that. And that's one thing that I was, really hoping for, just to get that independence and confidence around just hands-on simple
Oh, well,
things. And
It's definitely showing, you know, from if you couldn't do it before and there's so much you can do now. It's incredible. Just give me a sec. For those at home that are having glitches on the sound and stuff, because I'm seeing a couple of messages come through, we're on Starlink here and we are super remote out here, so it's the best we can do. So hang in there for it because I'm guessing that's what the freezing is and the glitching on the sound and stuff. So bear with us.
That's station life,
Station
isn't
life,
it?
yeah, for sure.
And that's right. And
Yeah.
that's what it is because, well, you're not really close to anywhere besides Normanton, which is how far away from here?
66K, I think
Yeah, I
it
think
is.
it is.
66 Ks, so
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
closest place, yeah. But, and then from that side of things with you guys, like you've learnt all these new abilities to to fixing stuff and whatnot. But it was like the other day, I'm watching you from behind as you're doing the muster.
Yep.
And then next minute you're off a quad and you're picking up one and then throwing it on the quad with you, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Yeah.
she's pretty hands-on now, isn't she?
Oh, she is, yeah.
So, you know, it's very interesting because when you see it from the other side of things, it's
Yeah.
like a, wow.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
and that's that whole thing of an interest for people back at home, you know, because
Yeah.
you've come from the city, you're on a station now, your class is Jillaroo and a ringer, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Is that's how you look at it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing it on quads, you're doing it on buggies, you're doing it on horse, you're doing all the different stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a total experience, whichever way you look at it.
No,
Oh,
it's
it is
awesome.
definitely.
mate.
What would be your biggest highlight out of since you've been doing it on something you didn't expect?
Getting a job offer to come here.
Is that right?
Oh, mate. This is like everyone. People come here on holidays, and you see people having their best time of their life. They're on holidays, and then this is where you work.
Yeah, but I mean, what I've seen here with everybody is
Yeah.
they've always got a smile on their dial because
do, yeah.
they're enjoying what they do,
Yeah.
and everybody communicates with everybody, and it's just a
Yeah.
great,
Well, it is, mate. It's unreal. Yeah.
it's really good.
But my biggest highlight is probably Tasman with the horses and that. Like, she absolutely loves horses, and she always said, I love horses and all this. And seeing her actually be able to, you know, jump on a horse, learn how to ride a horse, and then walk a mob of cattle, that's just unreal.
That's so cool. It is. It is.
Yeah.
Somebody here saying station life sounds amazing. Thanks, Damien. I'm glad you understand what the issues are with the sound and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's all those sorts of things, you know. It's,
Yeah.
Oh, it is. And seriously, like, as I've said, sorry, I'm not actually crying, it's just the smoke's buddy.
Oh, is that
She's
what?
fine.
Oh, are you sure about that?
No, she's fine. She's right. Over at Ray's camp, I've had to bloody cop it a couple of nights there when bloody the snow, the smoke's been going one way.
Well, I mean, it becomes a full house over at his campsite there with
definitely.
everybody around the chairs. Now, we have got other people sitting behind the cameras here, just watching quietly. So it's
And
good.
that's how we have our toolbox talks, mate. And that's how we get the job done of a day. We just sit around the fire over morning and night, and have our coffee every night, and have
Well,
a
that
beer
was
in the
it.
afternoon, and that's how we talk about.
I don't know, second or third day I've come up and I've seen there's a fire going, and I'm thinking, serious, there's a fire going there every time I walk past.
Yeah, morning, all night.
That's right. And it's so cool though, you know?
And you know,
Yeah.
this station is twice the size of Singapore plus 7,000 acres. You imagine how much timber's on this job.
Wow.
And this wood that
Yeah.
you burn
Yeah.
is from down south, about 140 kilometres.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's Gidgee.
Yeah.
And Gidgee's this awesome wood, but we don't get it here.
Yeah.
And Ray just loves Gidgee, so
Yeah.
he transports the wood all the way from down south just to burn it.
That's
because it's
nuts,
so
eh?
good, yeah.
Burns pretty bloody good.
Yeah. It's crazy, but it's all those little things, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely,
You know, and another thing, you know, like I always find interesting is like when I was working up at Punson Bay there, you know, you talk about, you've got Kmart.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
when I was there, we talk about, we got Bunnings.
Yeah,
you know?
righto.
And then when you talk to somebody, they go, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's
Which is like the graveyard, which is
Exactly.
everything that can't fit in the shed goes out there.
yeah.
And, mate, that fire pit right there come from Kmart.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we
I
were in
know.
the wet season, we needed a fire, so we went down and got a couple of truck rims and welded up the
Exactly.
fire.
No, it's incredible. But what was your highlight then?
Oh yeah, no, it comes down to seriously, like as I've said to you before, while we've had a couple of yarns and stuff, is you know, although when musterin's on and days may be long and you know the weather's bloody hot and you're going through your big big's the Yeti bottles that we've got.
Yeah, nearly 4 litres
4
or something,
litres
3
or
point
something. Yeah,
something.
you're going through that plus more. When you've got a good crew, which
Yeah.
we do have,
Yeah.
my God, it does not make it feel like a long day because you're laughing, you're being able to sit down and have a good yarn at
Yeah.
the end of the day, as well as you know when you sit down for smoko and stuff like that, and yeah, it makes.
I don't know if you'd know, but she loves a good chat. So
I
she
never
likes a
noticed.
good
I
chat.
never noticed. Never noticed. No, never noticed. No, she said earlier, you know, we're doing a little bit of filming here and there, and she goes, I'm waffling, aren't I?
That is me to a T. Like Chris would 100%. Yeah, he'd be like,
doesn't
yes,
matter.
you are. If he was here.
It doesn't matter. Oh, look, my daughter's commented too now. She says, ha ha, love it. We have loved hearing about how incredible station life has been for you guys. Sounds like a great culture. Thanks for sharing with us. Don't get Dad too excited to stay.
Oh, well.
Aw.
You have to tell her to come up and do a round of mustering and she can see what it's all about. Then.
I think she'll be here in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
definitely by the stories.
And
you've
it is,
said.
mate. Like, we have kids. We won't be far off. But like when you have kids, when they grow up, I'll definitely be sending my kids to a station just because you learn so much stuff that you don't learn in the city. You know,
100%, and that's what I've experienced myself from seeing this side of things.
Yeah.
And but tell me, how will you going back to your house?
Oh, I'll sell it.
Just like
I
that.
can't do
I'll
it.
sell it. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, look, I mean, I have fallen in love with northern Queensland, so and I would like to get some land
You
myself.
can't have,
and So I don't know. I mean, we do need to those are the conversations we do need to start having because obviously, not time's running out, but you know, it's kind of
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
But I mean,
eventually.
I'm hearing him one side going, oh, we should really get a property and do this and do
well,
that.
that's right.
You know, so
yeah,
You don't need nothing big, but yeah.
enough to have a
Well,
couple of
I
cattle
couldn't live
and-
in suburbia. My neighbours wouldn't like me at all. Just with the dogs and
For sure.
yeah.
for sure. And that's another understanding that a lot of people wouldn't have is how much hunting goes on with the feral animals that are here that destroy a lot of the stuff.
The feral animals here cost this station thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. People think they're coming out here having fun, but they're doing a job because they cost the amount of disease the pigs carry and the amount of wildlife and native stuff that cats kill, and it's unbelievable. Yeah.
And so on talking about that, so what you get a lot of pigs, you get a lot of cats.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So it's
too many. Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah. And you need to bait them, and everything you do is just You're never get on top of them.
Yeah,
And
right.
I think they're just they walk for miles. Them pigs. So as soon as you will clean them up and stuff, but they just keep coming from next door, and
Yeah, right.
yeah.
And that comes back to that's a maintenance as well.
It is. It's a maintenance, as well as all the weed spraying, and it's not just cattle work. It's just trying to keep the land in good condition. Like all the weeds, mate, they spend thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on spraying weeds and everything. Yeah, there's a lot to it. So you're not just on a stage. Yeah, you're not just mustering cattle. You only do that first round, second round, and tidy up a bit of stuff in between. But the rest of it's, building turkeys, machine work, and weed spraying, and every day you're doing something different.
Yeah,
So,
And I mean, it comes back to when you're talking the maintenance, because it's like when you go and check on your waters and all that, and it's not just a couple of K down the road.
No, it's not.
No, that's right. Yeah,
It could be a 60, 80 kilometre round trip to do that.
So every time you do go do that, you got to pack your water in case you get stuck.
Yeah.
You need your dump starter kit in case your battery goes flat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
A lot of what ifs and
you don't know what you're going in for. As soon as you drive out this front grid,
you
don't know what you're going for.
You don't know what's happened overnight.
No.
And you don't know what's going to break on a vehicle, because the vehicles are used and they're used sort of thing. So
they're bits of machinery,
that's it. It's they're getting it all the time. What do we got here? When mustering, are you using horses, motorbikes, helicopters? Yes, I can answer that.
There we go, Jamie. You're all over this one.
I've got this. Yep, they use a helicopter, they use a horse, they use a quad, they use two-wheel motorbikes, and they use buggies. So
There we
so
go.
pretty much how it works is a helicopter goes and cleans everything up out the paddock.
Yep.
Everything that's walking around out the paddock, and you bring them to a water.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have a big mob of cattle.
Yep.
And then we grab them with two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, like a motorbike or a quad or horse, whatever, and then we walk them to the yards. you know, with the helicopter still in the air when you're there, they might park up for a bit, but yeah, you do. The helicopter sort of brings everything to a water, to a main point where they're gonna group up,
Yep.
and then you grab them and walk them in a little ball and walk them to the next water.
And what I've noticed is you'll get one up the front, and that will lead the rest of them.
Yeah, if you got like today, we
Good cattle,
we
yeah.
were walking a mob, and this bull, he just stood up and, you know, he started walking, and then he led the mob. Then he started poking off, and I pushed him back in because he was playing up a bit. And then this lead cow just come out, and she just led the mob the whole way.
And how many were you doing?
I think there was roughly 700 or something there, which isn't massive. You do a couple of thousand, but it was only me, Taz, and Dustin. But it was only so some cattle went to that water, and some cattle went to this water, and we picked up this mob and took them to the yards, you know.
Yep.
And but no, they were good cattle, and some of them do play up and put you on your toes and send you into the bushes or whatever. You need to call up for a bit of backup.
Yeah, for sure.
When that bird's in the sky, that big helicopter.
Oh, it gives you that reassurance.
You know, he does it.
Yeah.
They do a lot of work, eh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And someone's asked, how long does muster go for?
It all depends, doesn't
Well,
it?
first round is a bigger than second round, always, because you got, it's pushed out longer. You got your wet season and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. We're probably mustering 10,000 head of cattle, and you get that done in 3 weeks or something. 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
So, but I mean, I think probably an easier way to break it up is like you've done a muster today for sake of argument, 750.
Yeah.
What's that take, 4 hours, 5 hours?
Yeah, not long at all, mate. I think they walk it. Yeah, it's only like 4K an hour or something. You get cattle walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just it doesn't take long, and they are big paddocks, you know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
This smoke is really liking you. It's
No, it's more so liking me. My eyes are watering, my nose is running.
I'm glad I'm not on that side.
Yeah, no. That little round little chair there is looking pretty inviting in a minute.
My granddaughter's now commented, sounds amazing. But no, it's it is. It's a total experience when you consider that. You know.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot more to cattle work than what you think. I mean, if you you know, when you drive past you know, a couple of paddocks full of cattle and stuff like that, when you're just bypassing to, if you're travelling or whatever like that, you look and you're like, oh, cows. But
Yeah, you go, that one's wet, that one's dry.
yeah, but then there's so much more to it. You know, and when it comes to processing them and obviously drafting off the weaners and the calves and branding and all that kind of stuff, plus then trucking.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's another world, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. And there's all, you know, obviously reasons behind why it gets done. And it's very interesting. And
it takes a while to actually get your brain, because we were just city people.
Yeah,
like, we had
that's right.
We had no idea.
My parents never owned farms and
No.
Neither.
it's like we just learnt. And it does take a while to get the gist of everything, you know what I mean? And it takes a while to realise, and it just clicks after a while, and you go, oh, yep, no, that's that.
And have you come across many people that have tried it and didn't like it?
We've heard stories, not so much met people who have done it and didn't like it, but a lot of people struggle with the heat.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
I
one
understand
thing.
that.
So when coming down, so even like from where we were, you do get those cold snaps and stuff like that during winter and everything. And then they come up being like, yeah, I'd love to do it and stuff. And then they come up either NT or Queensland or wherever they go to the station that they're trialling.
Because you work. When
you do.
cattle work's on,
And
you
you
work.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You're
for
up
sure.
at you're up at sunrise and you're down you stop when the sun goes down.
Yeah.
And it's flat out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what was your thoughts when you first come to a station about the living, cooking arrangements?
I think we're pretty easygoing people, so
Yeah, we
it
are.
didn't really bother us at all.
But did you think you were going to get food cooked for you? Or did you think you were going to...
No, we knew that.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
have, most stations that you do go on, they do provide the food and everything. You
We
just
had
buy.
it. Yeah, we had it.
you buy, you know, your snacks, or if you want beer and things like that, obviously that comes out of your pocket and
Yeah.
everything, which is understandable. But
That
yeah,
was the biggest seller for me.
What's that?
Like, you rent out the house I got because I had that many bills. You know, pay
Oh, yeah,
water,
yeah,
you
yeah.
pay electricity bill, you pay everything. Then I rent out the house, and then they pay me house off, and then I go to a station, and they feed you, and they pay you, and they give you a house, and you got
Yeah.
no bills.
Yep.
I just pay rates back of the rental. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And it's like that. It's like you instantly got no bills,
Yeah.
but you're living life, and the money is lower than like I was working in the mines.
Yeah.
Good money.
Yeah.
But you weigh it out when you take all your bills out of it.
Yeah.
It's a lot better money
Yeah.
because you haven't got all that stuff to pay for. Like you get them electricity people ringing you up trying to sell you solar and trying to sell you power. And you're like, mate, I don't pay.
Yeah. Exactly.
electricity."
Don't
Yeah.
need to worry about any of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So
No, that's and it's an interesting thing on the way you look at all of that.
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it really is. But
definitely.
now, what is it? What was it called when you have a teacher in house?
A govy.
So, Govey, so Miss Maddie,
Yeah.
that you've met here, she's actually here as well.
Yeah.
So she, obviously, when you're on a station and you have kiddies, mum and dad are working and things like that, so, you know, it's not as easy just to drop the kids or, you know, just down the road to school.
For sure.
So they get a thing called a governess in, which is an educator,
Yeah.
educator, and they have a school class here at the station, and they, obviously, same thing as what you would do back at home, but it's just the schoolrooms right next door to the house or wherever that, whatever station may have it.
Yeah.
And those kids get put through school.
Yeah.
So Maddie,
School of the Air or something.
Yeah,
I think it's called.
yeah, School of
Yeah.
the Year.
Yeah.
it,
That's what
yeah.
I knew of, but I never,
Yeah.
you know, haven't them seen it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome. And yeah, so Maddie worked with those kids, Darren and Shelby's kiddies for 3 years, was it, Maddie? 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, she did an awesome job.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
great. But it's those things that you don't realise
Oh, yeah.
or you don't
Exactly,
think about.
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
That's like when I
yeah.
first got a govy. Oh, what's a govy? Yeah.
Well, I did too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but that's awesome.
No, there is a lot that you don't. Yeah. That you don't realise when all the well, you see meat on the shelf at the supermarket, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't realise what's behind the
Absolutely.
what's behind the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. Okay. How do you deal with getting groceries? Groceries monthly, or do you grow your own veggies?
Yeah, it's that done.
So what normally happens, the family here, they've got, obviously the station as their base in regard to, you know, having to work, and they'll stay here for long periods of time, but there's always someone doing a trip from Cairns or doing a trip from Tablelands or that kind of thing.
Yep.
And whenever we need something,
Yep.
like a decent shop, then obviously we'll put an online order, someone will pick it up, and then whoever's next to come back to the station will bring it. But obviously if we need to top things up, then we'll just go into Normanton here at the Food Works, and
This costs a lot of money in Normanton.
it
Oh,
does,
for sure,
yeah,
for sure,
which
'cause local.
understandable.
Yeah,
You try
absolutely.
You do your
yeah.
bulk of your shopping in a big like Mount Isa or Cairns.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed at what you can freeze.
Yeah.
KFC, might I add? I never knew that until going to a station.
But you know, your milk,
Yeah.
bottles of milk, your bread,
Yeah.
your butter,
Yeah.
all that gets frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't realise that it tastes the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Meat, well, that comes out the paddock.
Yeah.
So you get all your own meat,
And you
Yeah,
get it all
nice and
fresh.
and you get
Yeah,
it all
for sure.
fresh.
But
and
Yeah, I love that part too.
sausages,
Yeah.
you make your own sausages.
Yeah.
Flavors and
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anything else gets bought in bulk, and you try get it from
Yeah.
from cans or something. Even if someone's got to run the cans,
Yeah.
'cause it saves you that much money.
Because you've got to, when you're doing this, you're catering not for 4 people. It might be 15, 20 people.
That's right.
And
yeah.
that's if
Odd.
someone else doesn't, rock up. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? So it's, yeah.
And
And
that's
that's
why you gotta cook.
on a daily basis, not on a weekly basis. It's
Yeah,
a daily
yeah.
basis. So,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
so the cook's a big thing too. Like
Yeah.
Because when you're out there doing cattle till dark, and
Yeah.
you come home,
Absolutely.
feed, eh?
The last thing on your mind is, oh, I've got to cook something up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can go full on till the end,
Yeah.
and then stop, have your beer, whatever you want, and you know that your food's going to be there and have a good feed. So
For sure. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's a very important role.
All right, well, we might touch on a trip we've just been on that I've just touched a little bit on. We'll put up a couple of
Is that the
pictures.
one I didn't think I was getting back from?
Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah. But we don't go too much into it. So how was that trip for you on, what was your thoughts? Well, when you heard that's what we would come up here to do, because we were doing the Burke and Wills journey side of things.
Well, I just let these people know I wouldn't say half it, but yeah, third of this station is salt pan to the coast. This station goes all the way to the coast of Normanton, yeah. And there is country there that no one's ever been before, isn't there?
Yep.
And Jamie come along and said, we're going there. I said, yeah, righto, good luck. And then we were sitting around the fire the night before, and I said, do you mind if I come? And he said, yeah, I'd love you to.
Yeah.
So we went for the mission, but yeah, it was a pretty wild trip, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it was. Look, it all started off when I said to another mate of mine, John, I said, we've got to go and do this, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think he realised exactly how much was involved either, and neither did I.
Yeah.
But I won't go into any of the details. And then he gets here and then meets his mate here,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So Sanger, and then from there, it all come together, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it did, mate. And
How
yeah,
epic was it?
it was wild. It was, yeah. It's pretty much country out there. It's pretty much country
No
out there.
man's
What did
land,
we see?
really.
We seen one pig.
No man's
What did we
land,
see?
really.
We seen one pig.
Yeah.
One or
Two
two
wallabies.
You
Yeah,
hardly
one
ever
or
saw
two
a bird.
wallabies.
Yeah.
You
Because
hardly ever
there was
saw a
that-
bird.
Yeah.
Because
There's
there
no
was
fresh
that.
water.
No.
It was
no
this salt
fresh
pan,
water.
which
No.
it was this salt pan.
There's
which,
no bottom in it. It's just like
There's
a
no bottom in it.
Yep.
It's
bottomless
just like
pit.
Yep.
Bottomless
And,
pit.
Was you going to bring the
And,
vehicle back or not? Was you going to
yeah,
bring
it
the
was just
vehicle
somewhere
back or
that
not?
no, yeah, it was just
No
somewhere
man
that
had ever
no
been before.
Yeah.
no
No man had ever been
and
before.
What
Yeah.
did you have? And what did you have?
Yeah,
700
well,
and something.
I wait a bit with everything
well,
on.
something.
I wait a bit
Boat
with
and
everything
buggy
on.
and
Boat
everything
and
else.
buggy
Yeah,
and everything else.
yeah,
No, that was
so-
it was pretty
Yeah.
awesome. No, that
And there
was
was
it
a
was
stage
pretty
there where I
awesome.
didn't think
And
we'd
there
get
was a
their
stage
vehicles
there
back.
where I didn't think
I
we'd
had
get
the
their
buggy
vehicles
back
back
to go
I
home.
had the buggy pack to go home. No, we made it, mate. And, no, we made it, mate. And I think everyone's shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
everyone's shocked.
Oh, I spent Yeah.
the
talk
Yeah.
from the helicopter. Oh, I spent the talk
Well,
from
they
the
had, yeah, that's
helicopter.
what. Well, they had, yeah, that's
Richie
what.
Baggy,
He was flying.
Richie
flying
Baggy
for us
was
today.
he was
Must have
flying
been cattle.
flying
Yeah.
for us
I
today.
seen you out
Must have
there,
been cattle.
brother.
Yeah.
I seen you out there, brother. And you, I seen that time behind you, and you weren't getting home.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, it was
that's
that's
awesome.
definitely one for the memory bank.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Definitely one for the memory
But-
bank.
That's
That's
a
right.
lifetime bloody experience there,
that's a
boys.
lifetime
Bloody
bloody
experience there,
That's so
boys.
good.
Definitely.
All right, So we might good. wrap that up. All right, we might wrap that up. So thank you guys. So
No, thanks for
worries,
thank you
no,
guys.
yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
No
Thanks for
worries,
coming,
no,
mate. Great
yeah.
having you guys
Having you
here.
here.
And like, if you never come here, we wouldn't have done that
No.
trip. So.
So we'll
Yeah.
just have to make what's the next one next year.
Exactly.
Do it
We have
again.
to start
Well-
thinking about that.
Well, so we went to the eastern. So the boundary of this property is 2 rivers.
Yep.
So we went to the eastern.
So you want to do the Western?
We may as well do the western one. Yeah.
There we go, boys.
All right.
Locked in.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Start talking about dates.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that bit of a chat because it's very interesting stuff. And I'll see you next time.
Thank you.